Hello everyone, I am Ishita. I am a RoboCloud ambassador. Today I am going to explain you the concept of OSS versioning, or simply you can also call it as a bucket versioning. In this tutorial I will cover the definition, data security, versioning, and finally our tutorial end with the demo of versioning. Let's first understand what is an OSS, because versioning is one of the feature of OSS. OSS is an object storage service provided by Alibaba Cloud. It works on a pricing model pay as you go. You know that we have two pricing model in Alibaba Cloud. One is an subscription and another is an pay as you go. OSS is an cloud storage. We use OSS to archive our data, backup that data. Massive amount of data storage is done in OSS. In OSS, we have one concept, data security, because only storage is not the concept of OSS. With storage, OSS gives us security to your data. In OSS, there are five types of data security: versioning, access and control, data encryption, signature, and disaster recovery. In this tutorial, I will go with versioning part. Versioning is a feature that used to protect against accidental object or data deletion or overwrite, which means that take an example of your own laptop. If you delete some files and folders by mistakenly from your system, then it not get permanently deleted, it gets stored in recycle bin. If you need that document or data again, you can restore that data back to your system. Just like in a versioning, if you enable a versioning and if you delete some data, object means an object is an basic entity of your bucket. Object is like your file, folder, anything that you upload in your bucket. If you delete it accidentally or by mistakenly, then it not get permanently deleted. It is stored as a delete marker. Make sure you enable a versioning. In next slide I will explain the delete marker concept thoroughly. Okay. Let's see the another point. It can also be used for data retention and archive. Archive here that we are archiving number of versions, so it is used to archive versions. Only the bucket owner or RAM user that have put bucket versioning permission can configure a versioning for a bucket, which means that only that bucket owner have right to configure a versioning, and also and a RAM user that have put bucket versioning permission. Only a RAM user having a put bucket versioning permission can configure a versioning of bucket. You are charged for OSS storage cost for all the versions stored in your bucket. As we are doing a versioning, which means we are archiving a large number of versions here. So charge also get increased as our versions number of versions are increased. Alibaba recommend you that you use life cycle management policy for that. Next point is versioning status. A bucket can be in one of the following versioning status: enabled, disabled, and suspended. When you enable your versioning, at that time you upload some file folder to your bucket, or you update something in your some data in your bucket, already existing files in a bucket. Then what happened? Because of enabled versioning, OSS generate a random string as the global unique versioning ID to to that object, and if you delete that object, a delete marker with global unique version ID is added to that object. As I already told you, when versioning is enabled and you delete something, it considered as a delete marker. The next status of versioning is disabled. By default, the versioning status of OSS is disabled, but once you enable it, then it can't be disabled, which means that for your work, you enable a versioning, and after some time, if you want to disable a versioning, then it can't be a disable, which means it is a very important point. Before versioning, you have three versioning status: enable, disable, and suspended. And after versioning, which means you once you enable a versioning, then you have only two options: either you enable or either it is in suspended status. Our next point is a suspended. Suspended, which means that When your versioning status is suspended and at that time you upload some file folder to your bucket, then OSS generate a string versioning ID to your object, but that versioning ID is considered as a null ID. It is a null ID, and if you delete, and if an previous version or delete marker whose version ID is null already exists, the previous version or delete marker is overwritten by the new delete marker. Okay, are you understand what I want to say? Just remember this point. After versioning, you have only two status, enable and suspended. And previously I told you that I will thoroughly explain delete marker concept. Delete marker. Marker means it's by its name you clearly understand. It is a marker or placeholder specified that delete object request. It is used to indicate that object in a bucket has an versioning enabled or suspended. It simply means that a delete marker concept exists only if your versioning status is enabled or suspended. If your versioning status is disabled, then delete marker concept does not exist, and only accounts that have delete object version permissions can remove a delete marker. It simply means that your bucket it simply means that bucket owner or RAM user which have delete object version permission can remove delete marker. Delete marker is generated when you initiate the delete object request to an object in a bucket that has versioning enabled or suspended. Alibaba Cloud provides you different types of implementation mode you can perform by using console, OSS util. It is an open source software package. OSS SDK for Java. SDK stand for Software Development Kit. OSS SDK for C++, Python, Node.js, .NET and Go. In this tutorial, I will perform the demo by using console implementation mode. Let's see the demo. This is an Alibaba Cloud OSS management console. For this demo, we first create a bucket and then apply the versioning. Click on this create bucket option. Give name to your bucket. Make sure your bucket name must be globally unique and all the letters should be in lowercase letters. Select a region. For this demo, I select India Mumbai region. Versioning. I enable a versioning. Then access control list, which means if I make public read, then our bucket is publicly readable. All the settings I kept by default. Let's say our bucket is created, that is a testing bucket 1456. Our versioning is enabled here. Go to the file option. Our bucket is empty. Upload some files. Here I uploaded v1 and v2.2. It get uploaded successfully. Click on this v1 and v2. You will see here two files are I uploaded. As we know, we enable a versioning, which means that whatever we are uploaded, it get OSS generate a unique ID for that. Go to these option, display previous version, and click on this. Yeah, here you will observe the global unique ID. This is a latest version. If you delete this file, then it is stored as a previous version and marked as in by delete marker. I delete this file for the demo. Let's see what will happen. Click on the delete. As our versioning is enabled, so our deleted file must be in a bucket, that is marked as an delete marker, not get permanently deleted from the bucket. Click on this display previous version. Yeah, you will see here. See this. This is a delete marker, which means that it not get permanently deleted. If you want to restore this, Click on here, restore option. It get restored. You will see, yeah, see this. I may go to this versioning. Here you will find these two options, enabled and suspended. You can't find here disable option because I already told you in a tutorial that once you enable a versioning, you have only two choice, enable and suspended. For this demo, I make them suspended. Let's see what will happen. Go to these files. I upload another file. Click on this upload. I upload v3. Yeah, it is uploaded 100%. Let's see the v3 version ID. Do you have any guesses? Let's see. Yeah, the version ID is null. That's what we expected because we disable our versioning. Disable not. We suspended our versioning, so our version ID is null. If I deleted the v3, go to this option, completely delete, which means that as our versioning is suspended, so v3 cannot be recovered. It get permanently deleted. And that's what I told you in tutorial. Delete marker is the concept for only when versioning is enabled, because when versioning is not enabled, in that case you cannot restore your data back. Hope so guys you understand everything. If you have any doubt, please feel free to contact us. Me or anyone from RoboCloud team will definitely reach out to you. Thank you.